Unabomber marketing secrets. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Today we're going to be covering not the coronavirus for once. We're actually going to be taking on a much more lighter topic. So we're going to talk about Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, watching the documentary on Netflix about Ted Kaczynski, who, for those of you who weren't aware, go and look up the Unabomber. This was a person that was serial killer that was killing through the mail in the all the way from the late 1970s up until the 1990s. Was caught in 1996, tried in 97, and put through the whole system. And it tells the story. There's a 4-episode documentary on it, and I just got done watching the 3rd episode. And in it, a very interesting marketing technique that he used that you can actually learn from for your business. But first, I wanted to remind you about a special deal we have going on over at brianjpombo.com. If you go to brianjpombo.com/Amazon, you will gain access to the Amazon Proof Strategy Session, where you too can purchase your own strategy session. If you qualify, you can have a strategy session directly with myself, and I will walk you through the process of showing you how, within 60 minutes or less, we can take your business from where it's at to being completely competition proof. So if one of your main hang-ups is worried about competition in your industry, I can help you design a plan to make that not the case. So if you would like to become truly Amazon proof, meaning not even Amazon.com can be competition for you, go to brianjpombo.com/Amazon. Now, let's talk about the Unabomber. One of the things that the Unabomber would do is he would send out packages or leave a package laying around somewhere, and people would pick it up to try and figure out what it was, and that would trigger the bombs that he would set off that would at least injure people and in many cases kill them. This was his plan. He was going after very specific people and trying to basically cause chaos where he could, to try and bring down the technological complex that is the American way of life as we know it. So I wanted to talk about a very specific thing that he did. And they just glanced over it real fast in this documentary, but I caught it right away because it's a very clear concept that honestly can be taken, duplicated, not for the purpose of killing anyone or doing anything illegal, but way of get attention, to drive your market to do what you'd like it to do. Whether that be, whatever it is, whatever you're looking for people to do, whatever you're looking to encourage people to do, you can do this exact same thing that he did. And what he went about doing was, he actually wrote this out. I'm not sure if he actually went through with doing it or not, but he wrote out a plan in which he would say, okay, I want to get a very particular person that's the head of a corporation to open my package. And what I'll do is I'll send a letter ahead of time saying that I am writing a book that is, and this happened to be, I believe it was the head of an oil industry or whatever, and he said, I'm writing a book that will promote your way and argue against environmentalism. And I wanted to get your take on it to see if I can get your blessings on my book and maybe get a testimonial, something to that extent. So he gave them something that they wanted. He promised them something that they wanted was showing up. Therefore, getting his package not just opened up by a secretary, but opened up by the main person. His whole concept was to put something in their lap and have them open something and have them wanting to open the package that he was delivering. Now, his purpose was to kill them, right? Get it to blow up and kill them and make a lot of news with that. But what if your purpose is just to get attention from maybe the head of a company, maybe a very particular person that you're looking to get attention from, that would be able to make a difference for your cause or your business or what have you. How do you get them to notice you? Initially, it's to put a piece of cheese out there. So this is a concept that's put out there by Dean Jackson. I've talked about it before. He calls it more cheese, less whiskers. And it has to do with the idea of a mouse. If you have a mouse that is, it's after cheese. That's what it wants. It really wants cheese. And mainly it's a concept of a cartoon mouse, right? That the mouse is after cheese, and that's its main drive, is to find something to eat. And what's it want most? It wants a big piece of cheese. And what's it like least? What is it completely repelled from? Even the slightest whisker of a cat, and it is going in the opposite direction. So one thing is fully attracting and one thing is fully repelling. It's cheese versus whiskers. And so the concept of marketing is, if you know what the cheese is that your mouse is after, to put that cheese out in front of them instead of giving them the concept that you're out to sell them something or out to do something bad to them. The whiskers of a cat is what repels people. The salesperson, the person who's wanting something from them, is always repelling to people, whereas someone that's wanting to give you something, wanting to provide you something that you want, is what you're after. And so that's the whole idea. This is what Ted Kaczynski was playing into. He was looking to get people to come toward him so that they can meet their just rewards as he saw it. It's a dirty, rotten way of looking at it, but human nature is human nature. Whether you're looking to do something wrong to someone or looking to do something great to someone, human nature is going to react the same way if you're presenting them with cheese versus presenting them with whiskers. So hopefully that makes sense to you and doesn't totally offend you. That's the Unabomber marketing secret for tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to go back to coronavirus, and I'm going to show you one way to definitely not profit off coronavirus. We came across an article. Sean Douglas, my producer, showed me an article out there of somebody that was looking to profit off of it and got caught holding the bag, and a special lesson that you can learn from that, whether you're looking to profit off coronavirus or not. It's definitely something you need to think about before going out there and investing too much time in selling your product in one location or another. Hey, that's just a clue. We're going to talk about it tomorrow night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.